Good evening, challengers and mentors. Welcome to the StackLeague Mentorship Tuesdays. I am Chloe and I will be your host for tonight's event. This evening, our goal would be for you, challengers, to unlock silver level with the help of our gold challenger mentors. This is your chance to ask for advice from the featured mentors while you're solving the challenges. And if you have any questions for our mentors about the challenges, type them in the comment section so the mentors can give their feedback or recommendations. And for the mechanics, the sessions provide a virtual and safe venue for new or beginners tactic challengers to learn and improve their coding skills with gold level challenges. Mentorship Mondays are for unranked participants who want to level up to bronze, while Mentorship Tuesdays are for bronze challengers who want to level up to silver. How it works: only registered participants are allowed to join the 1 hour mentorship session. And for the schedule, session starts at 6 p.m. and ends at 7 p.m. In the first 10 minutes, the featured mentors will be introduced and the mechanics of the mentorship will be discussed. And the next 40 minutes will be allotted for mentors to answer advanced and live questions from mentees. And the last 10 minutes will be for our final tips and session wrap up. Pre-mentorship requirement: mentees must attempt to solve at least one challenge to experience firsthand the difficulty and coding environment. And mentees can send their questions ahead of time via bit.ly/StackLeague Mentorship questions. And the question will be answered during the mentorship proper. For the mentorship proper, again, mentees will join the session via an unlisted YouTube link which they will receive via email. When mentees have questions, they are to post their questions in the comment section of the YouTube live stream. And if a mentee question is chosen in the live session, it will be flashed on the screen as mentors answer the question. Take note: mentees are not allowed to disclose the challenge question. Do not copy-paste questions or take a screenshot and upload it to ask mentors. Any form of disclosing the StackLeague challenges online is ground for disqualification. For the level completion, mentees have until Friday 11:59 a.m. of the same week to successfully level up and be a part of the mentorship graduates. If a mentee has successfully leveled up, the mentee is to submit his or her StackLeague ID number form and upload the screenshot of their level up notification or email in the form via bit.ly/StackLeague mentee completion. Mentees who successfully completed the challenge will automatically receive their certificate of completion. Moreover, names and photos of successful mentees will be included in the mentorship session graduates of the week announcement to be announced on StackLeague's social media channels. And this is how it would look like on the platform. And let us introduce our featured mentors for this session. First, we have Jeremiah Daniel Regalario, our gold challenger, who ranked in the individuals weekly top 10, week 3, week 4, week 5, and week 6. Second, we have Jerome Antido, our gold challenger, who ranked in the individuals weekly top 10, week 2, and week 6. Third, we have Stephen Jansen Balo, our gold challenger who ranked in the individuals weekly top 10, week 2. Lastly, we have our Danielle Mir, our gold challenger who is the grand champion of StackLeague 2021. And to facilitate the Q&A session, here is Haifa Baluyos, Head of Growth of StackLeague.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. So, we just wanted to confirm that we have about, yun nga yun sabi ko kanina, we have 13 sign up. So, we have 13 bronze challengers joining us tonight for this session. If you're one of them, please do say hello in the comment section so that we can identify you and confirm your attendance for the session. So I'd like to mention na lang if you guys are already here. So we have viewers already here. So Met Garsol, Emmanuel Calderon, Karen Tapaya, Shira May Palconit, Bert Rosal, CJ Valdez, Kenneth Francisco, Jigger Mandeja, Robert Regalado, Noemi, and we also have Raymart Balibad and Mitch Itliong. So if you guys are already here in the session, please feel free to share your say hello to all of your fellow mentors and mentees. So first, thank you so much again, mentors, for joining us tonight, and definitely to share your insights on how you were able to conquer from bronze challenge, a bronze level to silver. Ayan, but first, let's hear it. Hear a welcome message to our mentors na lang din. So maybe let's start. Sino yung una kanina? Jeremiah, say hello to our mentees for tonight.
um, our mentees for tonight. I, I welcome you to this special session for just for you, and I hope that you will do well in your solving your first silver challenge.
Ayan, thank you so much, Jeremiah. Next, we have Stephen.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Your mentees. I'd like to uh, say ano yun, wala na. For the mentees, I wish you all the best. And if you have any other questions or concerns for speaking, let me know and let's start in person. So let's know.
Ayun. Thank you so much, Stephen. Next up, we have Jerome Antido.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to your first silver challenge. I hope you do well, and we just want to let you know that we are here to help you and to guide you in this challenge.
Ayun. Thank you. And finally, we have Daniel Bagaforomi. Daniel, what's your message to our bronze level
Hello,
challengers
everyone.
joining us? Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel, currently StackLeague's top programmer for 2022, and I hope everyone is excited to solve algorithmic challenges here at StackLeague, with goals to instill interest, motivation, and test your skills in programming. We are here as mentors to help you reach new heights and guide you in your path to become one of the best programmers here in the country.
Ayun. Thank you so much, mentors, for your beautiful message. Now, for our first question. So, if yesterday we were able to share, you were able to share ano yung mga, how did you first learn about Stack League? Although we already got answers from our previous mentors. But Stephen, can you share with us pala, how did you learn about Stack League?
Kalimutan ko na ba kung sino yung nag-share or what person or platform. But
Mm-mm.
definitely, I saw it on Facebook po as I was
Facebook.
scrolling my timeline, Facebook. And
Mm. Okay. So, Facebook din. Similar din sa fellow mentors natin. Okay, sige. So, my first question for you, mentors, is that at this point are going back. So, since today you guys are already gold level challengers, no? But before, you were bronze level first. So, after you achieved bronze level, ano yung hindi naman feeling, pero ano yung feeling ninyo after you were able to conquer your bronze challenge? And what was on your mind after nyo siya na-solve? Sige, let's start siguro with Stephen na lang din.
After na-concord ko yung bronze, I was of course excited and happy.
Excited.
Kasi I'm much step ahead na rin ko to the goal kasi yun ko yung gusto ko marating dun yung tapos ko to the goal.
Ayun. So, mainly talaga excited yung feeling after bronze. Tama?
Apo.
Yes, okay. Sige. How about Jeremiah? What was your feeling after conquering your first bronze challenge then?
After I conquered my first bronze challenge, um, I was searching for more of such because I was delighted with the experience brought by solving the problems of StackLeague. So after I conquered my first bronze challenge, and immediately I proceeded to the silver challenge, which I find it I found it really fun in my part.
Ayun. So, after bronze challenge, you were really looking for more. So, next up was silver na yung next na ano mo, na tina-target mo. Tama ba? Okay, sige. How about Jerome? What was your feeling then after conquering bronze?
I was very happy and also overwhelmed since um, sabi ko nga last time that I didn't get the bronze challenge in the first try. So, na pagtanto ko sa sarili ko na, ay, kaya ko pala. So, I also immediately took the silver challenge like Jeremiah.
Okay. So, overwhelmed then na, okay. And then, the first thing that you had in mind talaga was really, okay, what's next? So, level up na, silver talaga. Tama?
Yes po.
Okay. How about Daniel, on your end? What was your feeling then?
At first po, it like yesterday, it took me a week to solve one bronze challenge. Tapos, I was happy, I jumped from my seat. I celebrated. It was my first conquered algorithm challenge. It was really, I was really happy. I was really happy na ganon. Tapos, only to realize, I only garnered 10 points. I only garnered 10 points. Tapos, yeah, that instilled something in me. I wanted to beat everyone. I want to solve every challenge out there. I want to, yeah, I want to say one day na I'm the top programmer for StackLeague for 10 years, 20 years.
Go
That's
for it.
it's kind of weird, but yeah, that's what I'm feeling, no. When I
Mm-mm.
first conquered a challenge, it was the first step of my journey. It was the hardest. So yeah, it really rewarded me. I wanted to do more. I wanted to solve more. I wanted to be the top programmer po talaga.
Ayun. Thank you for that one, Daniel. So it's a really good inspiration, no? And what's common with our mentors talaga is that after conquering the first bronze challenge, it's the elated, excited, high feeling that they've got. And then it's also common, what's next? Ano yung level up? Hindi lang nagstay na, okay, ito yung bronze, okay, I'll get another bronze. There's an opportunity to level up now. Punta na agad din sa next mas mahirap na challenge, which is yung silver. And to all our mentees today, if you felt the same thing after you conquered your first bronze challenge, feel free to message them or chat them in the comment section below so that we also know how you felt when you first conquered your first bronze challenge. Okay, so next question naman natin. After you were able to conquer your bronze challenge and then okay, next level na, what was your experience on your first silver challenge naman? Sige, let's start this time with Daniel.
When I first solved that bronze challenge, I
Yung silver,
always,
silver.
yeah, when I first
Ah, okay.
solved the bronze challenge, I thought to myself, maybe I can solve all the challenges here with the same strategy. I had to be not desperate, persistent. I had to be
Persistent.
persistent. Uh, I had to be persistent, and then I did the same method. I worked hard on it. I focused, I focused and I researched it online, copy code online, and yeah, I tried a lot of things until I solved it.
So we
That's
more
still the
on
same method po.
same
Right now,
method. Mm-mm.
until now po, it's still the same method.
So a lot of hard work and research. Tama ba, Daniel?
Opo.
Yan yung strategy. Ayun. So, if desperation slash persistence yung naging strategy ni Daniel. How about Stephen? What was your experience like when you were taking your first silver challenge?
Oh. Yung first attempt ko did not go smoothly kasi the moment na yung first silver challenge ko na-receive ko, ano siya, it's quite tough. So I tried to solve it. I tried to read the problem as many times as I can, pero parang medyo hirap siya. So, ano ko na lang, finish challenge na lang, and then just skip. And then, yun, it's a matter of trial and error. It took me a lot of attempts before I could pass on to the silver challenge and proceed with the gold.
Ayun. So, I think this was also one of the things that were highlighted yesterday na ni Jeremiah and Jerome na they had to read the question multiple times. So, at least 5 times, sometimes even 10 times just to understand yung question. And pag silver level, mas mahirap na yung mga questions doon. So, you have to understand further then. Noted on that one. Thank you, Stephen. Next up, Jerome. How was your experience on your first silver challenge?
I agree with you, Miss Haifa, that yung silver challenge is mas mahirap siya since yung bronze kasi dalawang questions na medyo easy. Tapos yung silver is may karagdagang question na mas mahirap. So
Ilang
yung
questions pala yun, Jerome, sa silver?
I think tatlo po.
Tatlo. Okay, okay. Sige, go ahead, go ahead.
So yeah, more research and also naging motivation talaga yung cash prize since yung cash prize sa gold is 500 pesos. So laging tinatatak ko sa isip ko, I need to get this. So I need to pass through this silver level.
Ayun. So, ano lang, stepping stone talaga natin si silver. Well, starting with bronze. Okay, to our mentees pala. So, the one Jerome mentioned, if you're not aware yet, so may mga cash prizes si StackLeague every time you level up. So, once you conquer bronze, you get 100 pesos. And then once you level up to silver, you get another 100 pesos. But if you already reach gold, meron ka ng 300 pesos. So in total, if let's say in one day or let's say in 1 week natapos mo yan lahat, on that 1 week, you will be receiving 500 pesos, just part of the level up na challenges. Ayun, thank you for that, Jerome. How about Jeremiah on your end? How was your experience on your first silver challenge?
For me naman po, if I remember it correctly, baliktad po yung nag-experience ko. Mas nadalian po ako dun sa first na silver challenge ko compared to the bronze one. Kasi po, I think po yung first na silver challenge ko, na-hit ko po lahat ng check marks doon. Main reason po is most po ng, I think all nung first na silver challenge ko is math problems po siya yung mga nandun po. So I think I'm really comfortable po dun sa mga questions kaya po naging madali sa akin. So after ko po makonquer yung silver challenge, yun po, I think significantly mas mataas yung naging score ko dun compared nung bronze. Kaya po, I really, parang nas na-motivate po ako na punta agad din sa next level. Pero dun nga po sa gold, yeah, mahirap na po talaga. It took me really long days po para pag-isip.
Long days. Ayun. So, mas mahirap na talaga. Sobrang, gano'ng kahirap pala yung based on your experience, gano'ng kahirap yung level ni gold versus yung na-achieve niyo si silver? So, I wanted to know how you guys would describe yung hirap niya. Maybe let's start this time with Stephen.
For me po, ma'am, yung medyo ano na siya. Sa nagkataon lang sa pag-reach ko ng goal, medyo ano na siya. Uh, may na-encounter ako ng mga easy questions.
Mm-mm.
Pati yung mga ano din, yung medyo slightly mahirap. Na ano ko rin, na-conquer ko rin. So parang, ano lang, medyo
Mm-mm.
mas early ako na ano, compared to the silver. So
So,
parang ano
mas
lang, parang, parang sa matter of ano lang, parang timing lang. Kung ano yung combination of questions na mga ano sa'yo, pop-up out. And mention din siya dito,
okay.
there are, kaya lang.
Ayun. So there is this ano din pala no, chance kasi nga realize na random questions pala to lahat. So ibig sabihin ko ano yung nakuha ni Stephen, iba naman yung makukuha ni Jeremiah, iba din yung makukuha ni Jerome and ni Daniel. So if you guys just conquered your first bronze challenge and then you're thinking na baka similar yung nakuha ng kasama ninyo, the answer is no, it's very randomized. And also, it plays a part then if ever may mga topics or may mga specific skill sets. So, for example, Jeremiah is very comfortable with math. So, when he got yung questions sa silver levels na mainly math, then mas easier sa kanya. Separate naman kay Stephen, mas matagal niya nakuha si silver, but kay gold naman, mas easier sa kanya kasi na-timing din yung question sa kanya was much easier for him. Ayun. How about Daniel? On your end, how do you describe yung difference ng level ni gold and ni silver?
Right now po, if I answer it with my skills right now, it's kinda cloudy po kasi honestly, on the first day of Stack League po, I went past through bronze, silver, and gold in one day po. So, but on my, on my
So
previous
first,
year, my
previous
previous
year.
year, ano po, I despised yung mga object-oriented na problems. I avoided them talaga. It's not that I can't solve them. It's that I just don't understand po. It looks really complex to me, no? There are a lot of curly brackets. It's like a lot of symbols, Parang ang hirap po talaga. So, I just skipped them. I focused my energy on problems I can understand po. So that's why I got to solve then a goal
Mm-mm.
challenge po dati.
Okay, sige. Balikan natin yung OOP later on.
Oh, okay,
Sige,
okay.
thank you for that, Daniel. How about Jeremiah, on your end? How do you describe yung difference ng level ni silver and ni gold?
Yung first po na silver challenge ko, ay gold rather po. Um, yung I would describe po, meron po kasing sa Stack League, meron po siyang like, sineshow niya po yung difficulty ng isang problem, kung gaano kabigat yung magiging weighing niya sa score. Meron pong ganun sa taas. So, yung mga one bar lang po na problems, they're really like silver level. For me, madali lang po sila. Then, there's this two bars po na problems dun sa taas. I think they are two. Dalawa sila na ganun. Um, Yun po talaga yung parang nahirapan po ako at first. Tapos, until sa I have to do some stops. Then, syempre kung may time limit lang yung pag-answer, then hindi ko po siya natapos. Then, itatry ko na naman siya next day. Another set of questions naman na. And yun nga po, main reason why um, Yeah, like Daniel po, I tend to avoid yung OOPs, pero actually I got comfortable lately kasi inaral ko na po yung OOP, especially sa Python po medyo ang gamay naman. And then may isa pa pong problem ay, if I can remember it correctly, ano po siya, about like may keypads, yeah. Pero I'm glad na yung keypads na yon na-solve ko rin siya after some time of thinking. Yun po.
Ayun. So, similar sila ni Daniel. Yung sa simula, it was, yung kalaban nila was OOP. Sige, let's mention that one later on. Jerome, on your end, how do you describe yung difference ni silver and ni gold in your first gold challenge naman?
Um, for me po, yung difference ng silver and gold challenge po ay hindi nagkakalayo. Since for me, yung gold challenge po first na gold challenge ko po ay na parang ah, may additional lang na isang medyo medium challenge po. And nahirapan po ako dun sa ah, kay Jeremiah at Daniel, nahirapan sila sa OOP. Sa akin naman, medyo gamay naman yon. And yung sa part na nahihirapan ako ay sa geometry. That's why I tend to
Geometry.
skip. Yes po. I tend to skip uh, geometry questions and try again pag may uh, na parang pag next na challenge ulit ako may naitatama na hindi sa geometry. Yun po.
Ayun, interesting, no? So, we have here our mentors. Meron silang mga specific, if nakikita niyo mentees, and don't forget pala mentees to say hello. Hindi pa namin nakikita yung names niyo dito sa chat, so please do say hello in the chat here. So, as you can see, Jeremiah and Daniel, they're good in other areas, but there are items or there are topics na ayaw din talaga nila. So, yun, there was OOP. Si Jerome naman, gamay niya yung OOP, which is the Object-Oriented Programming. If this is your first time pala magka-bronze, and you are medyo hindi mo pagamay yung mga programming terms na to. So what they'll do or what they did then, both Daniel and Jeremiah, was they research talaga so that they learn. And today, they're one of the really good ones here in the league. So the other one naman is Jerome, so geometry. So he skipped many of the geometry items. And then you can skip naman talaga if there are topics in the league. Let's say in silver, there are 3 questions. If you think na yung mga questions na to is not really something na para sa'yo, then definitely you can just finish and then take another set of questions na lang. Ayun. So sige, you guys mentioned about yung mga difficulties. Let's start siguro with OOP, no? So OOP, Daniel, how did you, during that time you were skipping yung OOP? Ngayon, what was your experience like being able to solve your biggest enemy? Let's say what was the first challenge that you had na the solution was OOP and you were able to get it right? Can you tell us more about that one?
The first OOP question that I solved, alala ko pa yung pangalan ng problem na yun. Pyramid scammers. Do you know what I did po dun? What I did was, I just wrote return 1. That was the first thing I did. So, after that, yeah, I got 70 over 10. 70 over 100. And I was quite contented na po dun. Then,
Mm-mm.
after nun, I focused my energy on other problems mo muna. Kasi it's kinda, mataas na yun eh. Mataas na yun.
Mm-mm.
So, I focused muna on other questions. So, yeah, I focused, I coded, I searched online. Suki po ako ng Stack Overflow. And
So,
then,
nag-earn
yan.
ka din ng
After
badge
that,
doon?
yeah. I also go on other Q&A websites like that. I'm always the one that asks the questions po talaga.
Mm-mm.
because
Ay.
I can get more knowledge from that. But I also
Mm-mm.
answer them naman from time to time. So after nun, I go back to the question na yan, pyramid scammers. So you will ano that problem it's about referral system. It's a parang a referral system. So whenever you when a member refers someone, you return that. And if that member has no referrals, parang mark siya as a loser. So you will return one. So I was lucky talaga na for 7 out of 10 test cases were to identify a loser. So yeah, luck played a great part po talaga.
Mm-mm. So,
So what I
yan.
did was I searched online. There's ano po ata eh. It's ano yan? Expert po.
Mm-mm.
Systemsexpert.io. It's about ano po talaga, it's specifically for OOP po talaga. Then there is also
Mm.
Code Wars po. Meron din po silang doon section for OOP. So yeah, I just scrolled through it and tested some code po na di ko maintindihan until I understood it, and I I did the ano din po sa ano. Luckily, I got 9/10 po doon.
Wow, almost perfect. Ano yung
Uh,
minention mo, Daniel? Code Wars and what's the other one?
Systemsexpert.io po.
Systems expert?
Yeah. Ano
Okay.
po siya
So,
ng algo expert.
okay. So for
Madami po.
our mentees, okay lang yan. So at least you mentioned two. For our mentees for tonight, if you think na yung OOP is something na medyo nahihirapan kayo or medyo hindi nyo na-gets, question pala, mentors, kailan yung first na encounter si OOP? Gold na ba or silver? Start na lang
Honestly
tayo kay
po,
Daniel.
honestly po, I haven't encountered a OOP question po as of the moment. Or
Okay.
nakalimutan ko na po kasi hindi ko po nasa-solve.
Sige, okay lang, okay lang. Si ano kaya, sino ba? Let's say Jerome, Jerome. When was the first or last, ano mo? When do you encounter si OOP questions? Sa silver ba or sa gold na siya?
If I remember it correctly, sa silver po. May
Silver.
isang question.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so si Jerome, it's silver. May OOP question na doon. And for Jeremiah naman, gold. So sa gold na yung questions na lumabas. So mentees, if you heads up, we have questions in the league that covers OOP. If you are a computer science or IT student, this is covered in class din. But if not, if wala kayong parang part, hindi siya part ng classes talaga, it's really something that you have to research on. And ayun, Daniel mentioned about Code Wars, Systems Expert. These are the sources, take note yun na lang, that you can reach out to kasi may mga specific sections sila regarding OOP, which is something that you can learn and practice then. And let's say hello to our mentees here. So we have Karen A. Tapaya from Biliran Province State University. Welcome, Karen. And we also have Jigger John Mendeja from NCR. And then, ayun, thank you for joining the mentorship session. So, may mga tanong kayo sa mga mentors natin specifically for you to level up, then this would be the best time to ask your questions because after all, you have until Friday to complete your first or to level up in the league and be part of the graduating class for the week. Okay? Sige. So, ano naman, we also have here Stephen. Question for you would be regarding, ano yung topic? So, if others were mentioned OOP were their weaknesses. On your end, ano naman yung weakness mo na you tried to conquer in the league?
Ano po, yung recursion.
Recursion. Okay, sige.
Yung mga questions na may mathematical concept involved. So, may definitely, yung ginawa ko sa mga ganun na mga problems ay definitely research on the for example, yung how to find an area of a triangle. na given na yung mga sides, hindi yung base tsaka yung height. Parang I took a couple of research on ano yung formula for that, tapos yung formula inano ko lang kinonvert ko lang siya into code. And then yun, gumana siya.
Okay, so one of them is recursion, and then similarly, madaming research then really helped you for this one to conquer this weakness. Okay. How about Jerome? Si parang similar kayo ni Stephen na geometry kasi Stephen also mentioned about area. Ikaw, how did you solve or how did you conquer your weaknesses dun sa geometry, or did you conquer that weakness na or still on the works?
For me, still, I'm still learning. And yeah, kailangan talagang maraming pag-aaral. So, what I did is, I if I remember correctly, yung challenge na iyon is about yung clock.
Clock.
Until right now, ay hindi ko pa siya nasa-solve. And mga 50% pa lang yung nache-checkan na test cases. So what I did is to recall yung mga lessons sa geometry, and also um, yung ginagawa ko pong technique is to really comprehend yung question, and also I need to chop every kunwari my given, I need to uh, split them in, I need to jot it down so that I can uh, solve bit by bit po.
So chop it down. And isa din, so mentees, make sure that you really comprehend and understand yung question din talaga. So I think the favorite phrase dito is read it 5 times or even 10 times just to really understand that one and do more research. Okay, so yun. And Jeremiah, how about you? How did you conquer your weakness dun sa OOP, or did you conquer it already or still in the works pa?
Yes po, I conquered it na po. Like Daniel po, I also can still remember yung first OOP problem since nasa ID ko po siya, and I really look for it. And ayun po, the title is DDR. Then, parang ano po siya, the problem is about dancing. Hindi ko po na-include yung context, but here, the inputs are more on directions po, down, down, left, left, right, right. Then, parang it's more on, you will create a class, yung object po na dance na, yun po, siya po yung mag-handle nung mga movements na yun. So, what I did po pala is, yan po, I search for tutorials na nagtatackle po ng object-oriented programming. I also tried to look for materials na magpapaintindi po sa akin na how does it work, paano yung meaning ng mga methods na yan. So, methods po yung sa mga mentees natin, yung functions na nasa object, no? Tsaka mahalaga rin na ma-understand yung mga nagagawa ng mga yun. So, since like yung gamit kong language, Python is really object-oriented in nature po. So, that's what I did lang naman po.
Ayun, thank you for that one, Jeremiah. So consistent, no, mentees. It's really a lot of research then. So research for tutorials, and hindi lang parang hindi lang siya yung tipong you just learn what it is but really understand it. Otherwise, if you're not able to understand them, then you wouldn't be able to apply them then. Okay, so let me just say hello to our new mentors who just joined. We have here Robert Regalado. Welcome from Imas Cavite. Good evening. Ayun, if you have questions to our mentors, be sure to type them here para we can address your questions naman. Sige, one more thing na lang din. So far, you guys, what are, sige, now that assume natin na balik tayo dun sa part na kaka-silver nyo lang, gano'n nyo katagal ulit, gano'n katagal nyo na-achieve si gold? Yeah, so let's say, ano ngayon, Tuesday. Tuesday today, na-achieve nyo na si silver. Gano'n nyo katagal nakuha si gold? Sige, timeline na lang para din for our participant. Sige, two questions, okay? Timeline nung time na nakuha nyo si bronze, and then na-achieve nyo si bronze, let's say Tuesday ngayon, na-achieve nyo si bronze. Tapos, gano'n nyo katagal nakuha si silver? And then, gano'n yung katagal nakuha si gold. Ayan. Para lang may idea yung ano natin. May idea yung mga mentees natin on how their journey would look like for the, at least as reference. Because after all, you guys started as beginners then. So, these guys are also beginners para makarelate sila. Okay, siguro let's start this time with Jeremiah.
Sa akin po, like what I've said earlier, during po ng first na gold ko, ang natagalan po talaga ako na masolve siya until na nagawa na po ako ng mga ibang things na like schoolworks and mga gawain po sa bahay. Hanggang sa hindi ko na po siya na sagutan, nag-times up na po. So parang nanghinayang po ko sa mga na-solve ko na nauna kasi um, I wasn't able po na makapasa na kahit papaano. So it took days po bago ko siya nabuksan ulit. Like for example, Tuesday po ngayon. Siguro po Friday, I opened it again tapos I tried solving. Pero
Gold to siya, Jeremiah? Gold to?
yes, gold level
Okay.
po. Itong,
Okay.
I,
Mm-mm.
like what I've said po earlier din, yung silver po, madali ko lang po siyang napasa. Pero dito po sa gold kasi, um, I want po sana na ma-hit ko lahat nung problems po na kahit at least like 70% of each problems no, kasi malaki po yung bearing nung score niya. Tapos Friday po siguro if Tuesday ngayon sa Friday ko pa po siya uh, I know Thursday ko po siya binuksan then still hindi ko pa rin nagawa. I was unlucky na makakuha na naman ng isang hard problem. Then I nung Friday po, I really tried na, yeah, if hindi ko siya ma-solve, ulitin ko hanggang sa makahanap ng problems po na favorable sa akin. And then, it worked out naman po for me. Tapos, it just proves na, ano po, hindi pa ako ganun ka galing before. Pero at least po ngayon, I am able po na makasolve na po ng mga gold problems po with ease.
Sige, thank you for that, Jerome. Jeremiah, question pala, ilang minutes nga yung gold level? Or ilang hours yung ina-allocate? Para
I
alam din
think
ng mentees
po,
natin.
5 hours.
5 hours for
I
you
remember
to
that.
achieve yung gold.
Yes.
Okay. Tapos, you mentioned about score. So, di ba yung scoring natin, and Daniel mentioned din, pag bronze level ka, yung maximum points na makukuha mo is 10. Pag silver, ano ba yung point ng silver natin right now?
I think po 200, something,
200.
I'm not
Okay.
sure po, or 200 or
Mm-mm.
300. Then,
Mm-mm.
1K something na po ata pag gold.
So,
Correct
1K
me
na,
if
and
I'm wrong.
depende pa. Ay, mentors, tama ba? Ganon yung, ngayon, point system natin sa StackLeague.
Tama po si Jeremiah, 200 po sa silver. Tapos sa gold po, ano
Mm-mm.
po, 1,000 po yung maximum. Tapos, depende pa po yun sa percentage ng ano po, tama niyo
ng
po.
percentage kung
Yes
Yeah,
po.
opo.
So, highest is 1K. So, ayun, everyone, to our bronze level challengers na gusto mag-level up and you want to really rack up points, gold is really the way to go kasi compare nyo, that's like, kung makakasolve ka ng isang gold and you will able to solve it well, so you get 1,000 points. Compare mo, let's say, kay silver or what more kay bronze, if bronze lang yung always nyo isa-solve, so how many 10 points yung isa-solve nyo But kay gold, it's a lot more points, and then depending nga as what they mentioned, depende kung gaano karami yung na-solve ninyo. Okay, sige. So, for Jeremiah, it was around, medyo natagalan siya for going bronze. And Jeremiah, for your bronze to silver, madali na lang siya, no? Kasi you were lucky sa question that you have, tama?
Yes po.
Ayun. Kung gano'ng kadali, parang one day mo lang siya natapos or immediately after mo na-take si bronze, nakuha mo
Yeah,
na agad si silver?
ganun po.
Okay, same day. Okay, sige. Let's ask others naman. Next mentor natin na tatanungin. Jerome, how was your experience? Gano'n mo katagal after mo nakuha si bronze, gano'n mo katagal nakuha si silver, and gano'n mo katagal nakuha si gold? Jerome, if you're talking, nakamute ka pa. Parang wala yata si Jerome. Sige, let's move na lang muna kay Daniel. Daniel, on your end.
Honestly po, it took me around a month. It
A
took me
month
around,
from bronze
nag-hiatus
to
po ako.
silver?
No po. Gold, gold, from silver to gold po. Tama po.
Silver to gold. Okay, okay.
So
So
it took
silver
me a
to
month.
gold took you a month.
Kasi po
Mm-mm.
parang I was discouraged po talaga. I was so disappointed po na parang ang hihirap naman ito, puro OOP na lang, ganyan. Parang I want to quit, pero parang yun nga po, parang I have this weird na habit po na parang yun nga, when I first get something, parang iniisip ko, ano pa parang kinikim-kim ko po sa sarili ko na siguro in 10 years, siguro ako po yung champion for ganito, ganyan, lagi-lagi po. Parang, yeah, I have that po, parang it's hard to quit po talaga pag naiisip ko yung mga ganun. So, what I did po, I stopped StackLeague. I went to another website po. Nag-training po ako sa Code Wars. I answered
Code
around,
Wars.
yeah, Code Wars talaga. I answered around, ano po, mga 500 plus na questions. That
Wow,
was
ang
really,
dami.
ang dami na, that was really, parang kinikim-kim ko po, kailangan ko po matapos to, ganun. Kailangan ko ma-solve to. I want to be one of the best, ganun. I was really, yeah, I was persistent to do that. And then, yun, at some moments po dun, I, I was able to encounter some problems that were really similar to what was asked in Stack League. So, parang, oh, there's really improvement to talaga. I can use this past experiences to solve problems po na I will encounter in the next years sa Stack League, no? Or something, maybe international tournaments na din, no?
Mm.
So,
Wow,
yeah.
yes, definitely, 'di ba? After all, yung sa ano naman dito sa coding
Uh-huh.
naman, kung ano yung code, kung ano yung C# sa isang country, same lang naman yung C# sa ibang country, everyone. So, kung ano yung
Yeah.
Python dito sa Pilipinas, it's the same with other countries. So, it's the
Yeah.
same. Ayun. So, if
So, yeah.
Daniel was able to
Mm-hmm.
answer sa Code Wars ng 500, kasi
Uh,
yun yung pang-practice niya,
uh,
and she was
uh,
very persistent. I love this word. So, yun, this would also help you, especially if you don't, if you're also persistent then in really
mm-hmm.
improving yourself and you have a certain goal din in mind. Kasi kung wala kang motivation kasi, hindi mo din yung gagawin eh. So if so-so lang yung gusto mo, like you just want to be average, then you wouldn't
Uh,
have
mm-hmm.
this energy and drive to really do something like 500 questions ba naman, 'di ba?
Uh, it
Ayun.
took me
Ay,
a whole month po.
isang
Tapos,
buwan.
yun, I'm glad that you mentioned po C Sharp kasi 'di ba nahihirapan po ako sa OOP. And C Sharp is
Mm.
a class-oriented language po.
Mm.
So yeah, that's why I picked it so I can be familiar sa weakness ko po and how I can tackle
Mm.
it from time to time po and yeah.
Ayun. Thank you for that,
So
Daniel.
that's
Question
why I
pala.
picked it.
So it took
Mm-hmm.
you about sa silver to gold, took you about a month. How about yung bronze to silver journey mo? Gaano mo katagal na kuha yun?
Mga isang week lang po.
1 week naman. Okay. So
Opo.
guys, that's also it's also something if Jeremiah was able to take it like one day kasi he was lucky with the question. Daniel naman was able to complete then in a week. So kaya niyo yan until Friday. You still have time for you to conquer your silver question. Sige, we also have here Jerome. Are you back?
Yes po, sorry.
Ayun. So, ang question, Jerome, would be, how long did it take you to solve yung galing ka bronze? How long did it take you to go to silver? And from silver, how long did it take you to gold?
As per checking po dito sa StackTrack account ko, um, I received my certificate sa bronze February 22 and then silver February 28. So mga about a week po.
Mm-mm.
And uh, and sa gold is March 1. So yung story po nito is yung silver mag-midnight na po kasi noon eh. So February 28 ng midnight ko siya na um, pangalan to, na achieve. And then, pagkatapos nun, I immediately took gold challenge.
Mm.
That's why it's March 1. So, yun po kasi yung time na meron pa siyang multiplier if
Tama.
everybody can remember na nasasayangan din ako dun sa gold dahil 300 times 1.5 na multiplier ay hindi ko po siya nakuha. So ay
Sayang naman.
nakakapang kaya yun nga po eh. That's why
Mm-mm.
pag uh, pag may motivation po talaga is gagawin at gagawin talaga yung makakaya. But unfortunately, hindi po siya
Hindi
nakayanan.
umabot. Hindi
Hindi
lang
po
umabot. Kinaya mo naman, hindi lang umabot sa time.
okay.
Ayun. Thank you so much for that, Jerome. So, kay Jerome naman, Jerome. Ayun. Jerome, it was about 1 week. And then yung sa gold naman is yung, it was just parang overnight kasi midnight niya. So, for those, Jerome mentioned about multipliers, no? So, if you were able to learn about StackLeague earlier this year, there were multipliers nga. So, if you're able to level up from bronze, silver, gold, may mga multipliers. So, if you're getting 500 pesos, pwede mo siya i-multiply to, mayroon siyang multiplier na pwede times 3 or times 1.5. Depende siya. Okay? So, and lastly, Stephen, on your end, what was your timeline from bronze to silver and then silver to gold?
Connect ko rin po yung stock laptop ko. Kaya dito yung laptop ko sa video. Based ko dito, February 22 ko na conquer yung bronze. And then, February 24 ko na conquer yung silver. Saka
Silver.
yung gold. Pero yung interval nila from silver to gold is almost 4 hours.
So, focused ka talaga ng time na to, no?
Opo. Bale, I think bale ko, yung bronze parang whole day ko yun. Kasi yung nahirapan ko. So,
Okay.
yung nagkataon talaga yung mga problems na provide are always difficult. So, I always skip. Pero
Sige.
yung iba, hindi ko siya skip na totally skip yun. I try to solve those problems na parang madali. And then, if feel ko na parang hindi ko makakompleto to kasi you need to be, I think, I'm not mistaken, kailangan 100% na yung passing
Bronze.
sa bronze para maka-proceed ka. So yung mga yung mga na-solve ko kasi yung ginagawa ko rin is sino-solve ko siya on my own IDE as then advised din by our mentors din. No. Sa yun nawala. So yun after a lot of attempts na ko rin naaraw ko rin naman siya na pasa ko rin siya kasi yung mga bronze challenges is yung mga so, parang compilation of previously solved challenges na siya. So parang na lang, dire-diretso na lang.
Dire-diretso na.
So that's how I managed to pass bronze. Pagdating sa silver, medyo nahirapan din po ako. I don't know ano nangyari sa the other day. Siguro busy ata ako that time. But nahirapan din ako nito sa silver. And
Mm.
yun, after pag ano ko sa silver, yun na, as I mentioned, mga ano lang, kataon lang na yung challenge na binigay for the goal was, kaya ko man. So, ano ko siya. Kaya, kasi, eh, yan, almost 4 hours yung interval. So, parang I think first attempt ko lang ata to with the goal. Kasi, yung, we have 5 hours naman yung limit mo for every challenge. So, sa oras. Yeah, I guess, first, isang attempt ko lang ata to, na conquer yung goal.
Ayun. Thank you for that one, Stephen. So, as you can see, mentees, iba-iba per ano tayo, iba-iba per mentor yung na-experience nila. Some had difficulty sa bronze level pa talaga. Others sa silver, others are gold naman, and sometimes iba-iba din. So, depende kung ano yung question na napupunta sa kanila kasi there's this chance of luck then. But bottom line is really the more questions that you try to solve, marami kang matututunan, and those learnings that you get, you'll be able to use them. So parang compound interest na din siya. All the learnings that you get, the moment na may darating na question that actually tests yung mga knowledge that you just gained, then you're lucky. Kasi magagamit mo na kung ano yung mga natutunan mo. Okay? So also, I'd like to say hello to our new mentee na late, but still, congratulations, you're able to make it. If may mga questions ka, welcome Medgar Sol. So, welcome. Kahit makinig na signal, you're here to learn from our mentors. Now, we are at the end of our mentorship session. Ngayon, mentors, what is your advice to our bronze challengers tonight as they try to solve their first silver challenge this week? Okay, let's start with Jerome. Ay, nako. Jerome, andito ka pa ba?
Yes, hello.
Ayun.
Yes po. So to our mentees po, just be persistent and apply the knowledge that you have. And tips ko is to have pangalan nito, yung repository sa local computer ninyo ng mga nasosolve din yung problem. So in case na may ma-encounter ulit kayo na the same question or challenge, you can just copy and paste it, and also kapag hindi naman siya 100% um, na test cases, pwede yung i-enhance yun. So yun lang po. Good luck.
Ayun. Thank you. So, have your own repository, or kung kay Jeremiah man, his tip last time was use your own IDE para you can save it and then recall it, and then yun. Kay Jerome then is you can enhance it kahit natapos nyo na or na-submit nyo na yung yung solution na yan. Okay, next up, Jeremiah, what are your tips for our bronze challengers tonight na gusto nang mag-silver this week?
Na-mention ko na po siya yesterday, pero gusto ko po talaga siya i-emphasize na our mentees po, it's really important na you have specific language na minamaster po na talagang comfortable kayo gamitin. Kasi makatulong siya if you really have deep knowledge dun sa language na ginagamit nyo. Kasi once na gamay nyo na siya, you can use yung mga specific na features ng function na yun para masagot yung mga problems na nandun sa StackLeague. And isa pa pong tip na gusto ko sa kanila, a reminder na gusto kong sabihin is wag po silang ma-intimidate kagaya nung mali ko na na-intimidate po ako sa OOP. Probably I advise them to search for it, learn kung paano nyo solve yung mga ganun. Kasi part siya ng learning. you may skip it one time, but after some time, babalik pa rin siya sa'yo. At hanggat hindi mo siya inaaral, hindi mo malalagpasan yung barrier na yun. So, yun lang.
Ayun, thank you. So one key tip talaga from Jeremiah is have a specific language that you want to focus on and be good at. And if may mga barriers man yan, a lot of our mentors were having difficulty with OOP, research and really try to conquer them. Kasi yun nga, he's right. Babalik at babalik din yan. So if ever you guys are already professionals or you're working in the industry, yung mga challenges na yan, let's say OOP, babalik at babalik din yan. So, better na you solve it now para you don't have to consume a lot of time next time to learn about them again the moment na um, babalik siya sa inyo. Okay, sige. We also have our second to the last mentor to share their advice. Stephen.
My advice po for in order to conquer the silver challenge is, ano lang po, try and try until you succeed. Quite simple, pero yan nga, as I mentioned nga, you will be encountering some problems na mahirap comprehend. You need to do a lot of reading. Yeah, this, tsaka, yan nga, may mga problems na hindi mo maintindihan or hindi mo masolve. Or perhaps skip those. Yung mga feel mo na kaya mo, you go for it, you solve mo talaga. Kasi kahit ma-fail mo siya, kahit hindi mo kasi let's say, out of the 3 challenges, yung dalawa lang yung na-solve mo. So, you could, tsaka ano din, not only that, sinolve mo siya using your own ID. So, perhaps in the next few attempts mo, babalik yung question na yun and could uh, compile it with the answered challenges. And another tip po is, if you have ideas, bale, during problem solving po, it's also, for me, ito yung ginagawa ko rin, whenever, especially kung math problem choice, I try to solve problem manually. Like, I took a pen and paper, I write it down, given a certain input, paano ba yung takbo ng code, and then another input na naman. So parang, as I do that, parang may no-notice na ko na parang pattern. So ganito pala yung takbo niya. And then, yun, once I have the idea, flow of the program, the algorithm na i-code ko, there's some ideas na medyo confusing, mahirap, ano siya. Kasi definitely, if you're a beginner, you have some lack of knowledge, gaps in your knowledge base. So you try to search lang. Parang mag-ask ka lang literally to Google or Stack Overflow yung question mo. And because may expectedly may lalabas siya na results. Then yun, compile those ideas from other programmers, from their sources, Stack Overflow, Google, Geeks for Geeks also. I highly recommend that, especially if it comes to time complexities. So once you have all those ideas, just compile them. You have your code na, and then you run it, and hopefully gagana siya. And yeah, ganun pa.
Ayun. Thank you, Stephen. So you see, guys, there are different ways to kill something or to conquer something. So Stephen naman, what works as a strategy is to get a clarity on the flow of the logic or the solution is trying to do. It's also pen and paper that also works para mas ma-visualize and kung ano man yung mga ideas ni Stephen, it also helps. And I know a lot of developers who does the same na they really use pen. May notebook talaga sila on the side. And if kailangan nila balikan yon, at least katabi lang nila yung notes nila and then they can just review and even optimize pa or enhance yung code nila. Thank you for that one, Stephen. And finally, Daniel, ano yung tips mo for our bronze challengers tonight?
For tonight, siguro, master data structures and algorithms. A favorite data structure ko po na sinabi ko po last night is arrays. Arrays are very important to learn because I like to believe that they are the foundation of every container and data structure out there. I suggest that you master that, and then yeah, is it okay that I say this?
Yeah,
Aside
go
from
ahead, go ahead.
okay,
Go ahead.
honestly, in Stack League, around 6 out of 10 challenges, I can see that using arrays is a solution. Yeah, take note of that. Tapos, algorithms don't have to be complicated. The definition online says that an algorithm is a process or set of rules to be followed in calculation or other problem-solving operations for a computer. Algorithms can simply be a process to add two integers together or a process to concatenate two strings together. There is no fixed process to solve all problems. That's TACLEAG's underlying challenge po. So yeah, take note of that. You have to be flexible. You have to be open to new possibilities and solutions po. That's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Daniel, Stephen, Jeremiah, and Jerome for your time tonight. You're hopefully mentees, if you find this session valuable for you, especially if you're conquering your next challenge. Hopefully, it will be a really good session and you learn a lot. You took notes, Code Wars. There were many references here. We hope that you already took notes. And if meron pa kayong questions after this one, you can actually connect with your mentors on Stack League. So, pwede kayong mag-connect sa kanila, and if you have specific questions, they're happy to help you with your questions. Huwag nyo lang i-share yung question mismo. Just ask about other things, but do not share the questions. Okay, I think that's it. Now, I welcome back our host, Klo. Welcome back to the studio.
And that's all for our mentorship session this evening. Congratulations to those who unlocked the silver level. You will be receiving the 100 peso cash prize. Thank you very much to all our featured mentors, Jeremiah, Jerome, Stephen, and Daniel, for taking this time to help and inspire your fellow programmers. On behalf of the StackLeague team, I would like to say thank you to everybody for joining the StackLeague Mentorship Tuesdays. And congratulations to the challengers again, and thank you to our featured mentors. We look forward to seeing you next week at the StackLeague Mentorship Mondays. This has been your host, Glo, and good night, everyone.